Hey everyone, whoever's in here, I'm just starting out here and getting things organized with the live stream. So there's a question on the bottom. What is your favorite game meal, recipe, snack? Just looking at a few things here. Looks like Section 8 was in here this morning. And Living MN Outdoors is here. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. A friend of mine is doing up a deer skull. Looks like a nice 8-pointer that he's doing up. As for advice, he must have saw my video, so I'm kind of honored, humbled. Well, yeah, honored that he asked me how to do it. So, outdoors with Big Matt. Hello, thanks for stopping in. Let me. I'll be with you guys a couple seconds here. Well, Big Matt. Well, Big Matt. So the question is, what's your favorite meal? Snack, like I said. Mine is mine is the venison backstrap over the fire pit, or actually the grill too, is marinated in teriyaki over coals. Big No Bunch just showed up. Thank you for stopping in. Getting me a new rain gauge tomorrow, Tom. I don't know what it is, but it's just something that's you find interesting when you get older. You know, you kind of slow down a little bit, and there's the little things kind of get you excited. I guess I don't know. Okay, Daddy Duck, he's in the house. He's make sure you everyone gives me a thumbs up. I'll give you guys a thumbs up, just like Kyle. Get a few more people in here. I got some. I brought some venison hamburger up from the freezer. I'm gonna have that. That should thaw out pretty quick here, and I'm gonna do up a like I did a couple weeks ago, a cowboy stew. I think I might do a only here for an hour. All right, that'll give me more watch hours than Daddy Duck if you're only going to be here for an hour. I think I'll be here for an hour too. I want to kind of starting on another video with trapping, so that's around the corner, and I'd like to get the grass cut before this next week. I'm sure it's going to be a miserable one again. Big no living in slept in your slept in the ice castle. Backstraps prepared anyway. I know they are so good and tender, unbelievable. I think that's a. I think that it's the best part of any animal. Tender, cut it with a fork. What I like doing too is making smoked goose breast too. Let that in a brine for a day or two, then smoke it, get it up to the temperature, and cut it real thin, and probably eat it on crackers and possibly lunch meat too. Use that for lunch meat. I don't know what it would taste like with ketchup, mustard, or mayo or onions. I'm sure it would taste pretty good actually. Made a goose stew once too. That turned out really good. A little spicy, but I think I I don't like I I shouldn't say I don't like measuring. I don't measure ingredients. I'll just eyeball it. But this particular recipe called for spicy red peppers or the red pepper flakes. I think I put a little bit too much in. Any wild game my son cooks is my favorite. He's an artist when it comes to cooking wild game. That's awesome. Does he have any content on that channel yet? I think I looked it up and I didn't see anything yet. Cooking wild game with Jake. Is it? That'll be a lot of good ideas coming from there. I'll have to try once he gets some content put up. If he hasn't already, I'll have to check it out. What else? Oh, when I took that goose stew, I was in charge of a one meal for out in North Dakota when I went out duck hunting there a few years back, 2009. I okay, coming soon. Great. I'm looking forward to it. I like cooking too. But took that stew out there, doing no one knew what it was, and they were eating it. Some guys liked it. Some guys didn't like it after they found out what it was. I don't know. I don't know why. Bacon wrapped duck, venison backstraps on a pellet grill, goose brats. I never had goose brats. Beaver summer sausage. That I wouldn't mind trying. I would actually try that. That sounds really good. Bacon wrapped duck. That's what we did out on that hunting trip, the duck hunting trip. That time we took the gadwalls that we shot and the bluebills, wrapped them in bacon or put them in Diet Coke for a day, wrapped them in bacon, put them on the grill. Whew, they were so good. The gadwalls were phenomenal. And the bluebills, not so much. The After Five Outdoors is here. Thanks for stopping in, Cody. I appreciate it. Appreciate all you viewers to be in here. I shouldn't say viewers, I should say friends. Um, yeah, that night it was Bobcat is. I heard that Bobcat is really good. So is Mountain Lion too. I heard that's pretty good. It's like has the look and taste of pork, like the backstrap of the cougar tastes just like um, the tenderloin or the backstrap of pork, the pork loin. Chocolate duck over rice. I'll have to. That sounds interesting. Mountain lion is really good. I would. I don't know if I'll ever go out and hunt one. I wouldn't mind. Speaking of that, there's a couple pictures taken that I've seen from Wisconsin where there's cougar sightings again. Bobcat taste has a sweet pork taste. That's interesting. What else have I cooked? Well, you all seen the rabbit bites that I did. If Jake can't shoot a duck in September, I'm going to show him how to do it. Yeah, the rabbit bites that I'm going to do that again this winter. Go out, do some rabbit hunting. There's another recipe too that I want to try that I saw on a channel. The channel is called Whitebone Creations, and what he did, pressure cooked a bunch of rabbits, shredded it up, and made like a lasagna, but fajita or enchilada style. He didn't use noodles. He used tortilla shells, laid a base. I think he cooked them a little bit, laid a base, put the shredded rabbit on that, took some cheese, and he took shredded cheese, and he took some ricotta cheese, then layered another tortilla shell through the middle and kept layering it like lasagna would be. And Al's here. Thanks for stopping in, Al. Appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up too. Not that I'm telling you what to do, but I appreciate it. But then you sprinkle cheese over the top and put it in the oven for however long it took for the cheese to melt and brown up. That's something else I want to try too. Get a bunch of cottontails. I don't have a pressure cooker. I'll have to put it in the crock pot for a while, let it cook that way and shred it up that way. And yeah, I saw the thumbnail of JV up by you guys in Minnesota. That was pretty cool. I didn't get to watch the video yet. It's been a busy week. I worked yesterday, had a wedding to go to yesterday afternoon up until got home at midnight, went to bed about 12:30. Mud Tramps here? Oh, sure enough. Hey, Becca, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Talking about what's your favorite game meal, wild game meal, or recipe, or snack. The rabbit bites, they were good. I think I might, instead of using panko breadcrumbs, I think I'll try Ritz crackers next time. Crush them up, and they have such a good flavor. Oh, JV's doing a live stream right now on your front porch. Awesome. I like the taste of the Ritz crackers. They have that buttery flavor. So quote them. I'll do like a double dip and deep fry them this coming winter over the bonfire pit. You got 8 people here in the chat. That's pretty good. I think last week I had 10 or 12. I like to shoot for 15, maybe 20. On my phone, it says 3 watching. And on my laptop here, I have 7, 8 watching. Deer burger mixed with 20% pork, 10% beef, and 70%. Oh, I bet you that's really good too. Made some venison meatballs too a while back. They were good, but they were on the dry side too. I see 7, Tom. I got 6. Well, yeah, now it says 7 on my phone. I'd like to shoot for, my goal is 20. Try to get in a live stream. Fried squirrel and homemade squirrel and dumplings. I'd like to try that also. That sounds really good. There's another channel too I haven't watched lately, but it's called Backwoods Cooking. I think it's called. Al's got deer burger mixed with pork and beef. Becca makes fried squirrel and homemade squirrel and dumplings. That sounds good. What else have I made? Never did anything like kebabs or anything like that. I've smoked some salmon for some people or even myself. Back up in the chat, living MN outdoors, bacon wrapped duck, backstrap, pellet grill, goose brats, beaver summer sausage. I'll have to get some summer sausage made up this year, I think, from if I get a deer. Homemade bacon wrap, jalapeno, and smoked provolone stuffed quail. Oh, that sounds really good. Dove hunting's coming around the corner too soon, about less than a month now. So I got to get my small game license and get that going. Cody wants to catch some walleyes and have a big lake feast. That sounds good. And Becca, she has frog legs many ways. I had frog legs twice, or once or twice. I really like those. A local restaurant here, a small supper club. That was uh, that was quite a few years ago already. Those are good. Walleye deep fried in a Dutch oven on a Coleman stove. Deep fried snapping turtle. Speaking of snapping turtle, did you catch anything yet? Have you put your traps out yet? Bet you that would be good too. They say turtle is good. Pork and beef fat. Oh, I got you. Al just mentioned the pork and beef fat, and I thought he was talking about some of the meat also. What else have I made? Venison stew, chili. Um, there was the venison stew, or doesn't really have to be venison, but the stew, pulled rabbit barbecue sandwich is really good. Ooh, I bet you that's just clean the traps out. Hopefully, set them tomorrow. All right. I'll be waiting for that video. Um, what I used for making that stew, just your basic potatoes, carrots, corn. Um, I guess any kind of vegetable. I think I put lima beans in and bring that to stewed tomatoes too, onions. Bring that to warm it up in a crock pot. And what I took was um, pearl tapioca pudding as a thickener, and wasp flying around. Use that as a thickener instead of cornstarch or anything like that, or flour. That worked really well. And what I did too, after a couple years after I was making that kind of stew, I added like a tablespoon of sugar. Oh, was that good? That really added a good flavor to the stew. Fried bass fillets with smoked Gouda cheese, grit sliced tomatoes, and cucumber with a dollop of Duke's mayonnaise and salt and pepper. Crockpot raccoon with onions and bell peppers and thick sour cream gravy. It almost sounds like Matt, that sounds good too. And what Becca had, that sounds like a Philly cheesesteak kind of a thing going on there. And exactly, Cody. Uh, and the chili that I make, I like to just your basic chili or like a stroganoff. Oh, I bet you that's good. I got another place to trap, so I'll have some raccoon ready to try to do up. I want to try it. I know Backwoods Barbarian, he does up some raccoon, and Matt needs 8 pound fillets for any recipe he makes. If you don't know how to remove the glands of a coon, it is very good. Well, if you do know how, that's the thing I want to learn too, is figure out where the glands are at and actually try that out. Yeah, all that stuff sounds really good. Yeah. All right, Cody. Remove all the fat also. Yeah, I want to, with the raccoon fat, what I want to do is render it down and use it for making suet cakes. I'll have to go to a dollar store of some sort and buy a bunch of square containers and use that for a mold for making suet cakes for the birds for in the wintertime. Yeah, same here, Al. Hopefully eating dove soon. Get some dove breasts on the grill, wrap them in bacon. I'll have to find out some more recipes. I guess you could do dove anything any way you want. Porcupine meatballs? I bet you. I heard porcupine is good too. According to some of the TV show on Discovery or History Alone, the show is called. Some guy ate um, a porcupine. You said it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm on the thicker side too, or the neighbor's cat or something. Um, Brats and hamburgers are a way to go here too. I know it's not a wild game, but that's a really big thing around here. We have whoever has a fundraiser or the picnics around here, or fair, or not really fairs, but the main course is probably brats and hamburgers up here. Call it a brat fry when you're not really frying brats, you're actually just grilling them out. Oh, I know I cooked deer heart. I know Cody doesn't care for that. He let the video play, but it never watched it. I'm calling him out. But my mom used to do up liver and heart that way. She'd dip them in flour. Never trust a skinny cook, Becca. um, she dipped the heart and liver in flour, obviously sliced it up, and fried onions with the heart and liver. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I did a video on the venison heart. I grilled mozzarella stuffed brats wrapped in bacon last night. I bet you that was really good. Breaded and fried venison heart. I'm sure it's about the same way as I did that. I didn't. What kind of breading was it? I used flour on mine. I'm sure you can use any kind of breading. Did you do like an egg wash too? Gizzards are good. Frying magic. Never heard of that. Whew, kind of warm out here actually. 78 degrees, but I think there's a little bit of humidity in the air. It's not bad. I'm kind of sweating. There's a little bit of a breeze going on too, so that's good. I made venison jerky. That's in teriyaki flavor too. I'm not a real big fan of spicy. I like spiciness, but as long as I have milk to wash it down, to kind of coat my mouth a little bit after eating something spicy. Don't like skinny women. Majority of them can't cook. I got it now. I didn't even notice it. I'm too busy rambling. We can, or squirrels, so they are quick to cook. I can. Yeah, something that's small. I'm sure is what I want to try is muskrat this year. Yep, I said muskrat, marinated in teriyaki or barbecue sauce. Mm-hmm. Hope I can catch some. Catch, clean, cook. Saw Randy Newberg. He's a elk hunter. He has a. I'm sure you've seen him on the outdoor channels and stuff like that. And yeah, Big Matt. He did a whole trapping series on trapping muskrats in some farmer's little creek or little small river. Brought him back to his office that he had where he works. If you don't gland the rat, you might regret it. No, I'm sure. Yeah, like I said earlier with the raccoon glands, I'll have to figure out where the glands are and um, take them out. But they ate the hindquarters on the muskrat. They barbecued them and put them on the grill, and he ate them. He liked them. Everyone liked them, I guess. I don't see how you can't. They're vegetarians, so they're kind of like eating a goose, which people think geese are sky carp, which I disagree with. I like goose meat, like a big old steak. I got a pen and paper here. As I'm talking, I'm trying to come up with ideas or questions on the next um, live stream. I might do one next week and I might not. I'm not sure. I'm up in the air on that. Mark J. Larson, he's here. You betcha, Mark. I appreciate the shout out too. I like eating vegetarians. Yeah. Mark J. Larson has a few videos out of cooking. One that really sticks out in my mind is the coyote. If I catch one, I wanna try. I'll have to go back to his video and rewatch it and see how he did it up, prepared it. My bobcat bait video shows one important gland removal. All right, I'll have to look that up. Yeah, trapping season's right around the corner, so I'm looking. There's um, muskrat that I want to catch and try, raccoon, and now that Mark popped in, I made me remember the what he did for the coyote. Becca mentioned something about eating porcupine. If you scroll up and look, she mentioned something, and I guess porcupine is pretty good. I don't know so much about woodchuck. I'm not sure. I'm sure it tastes fine. They're all vegetarians. Al's eating groundhogs. Anything with seasoning, a lot of seasoning, or a good portion of seasoning, or marinades, it'll taste good. Eight people in the chat yet? 7 thumbs up. Goal is 10. Ultimate goal would be 20. I was hoping to occasionally I make pulled duck with plum and sriracha sauce, but it takes a while. It's so delicious, but the time is why occasionally. I like sriracha sauce. I like sriracha and Valentina sauces mixed, then add a bunch of garlic powder to it. I love that flavor. Those two flavors together, or those three flavors together. Kind of hoping to get a few more people in the chat. That'd be kind of nice to see what everyone has for what they like to eat, or any kind of recipe for fish. Or what I should have added to this question too was fish also. There's people that watch this that are into fishing also, so I should have added that. Yeah, I gotta add some stickers to my fridge in my barn. I got one from Daddy Duck, Living MN Outdoors. Uh, there's something else too. I got that little survival card from um, Daniel Backwoods Barbarian. I don't think I ever had bluegill, to be honest with you. Just stuffed flounder. Never had flounder either. I would love to try that. What I really like are mussels from obviously the ocean, and what other? I wouldn't mind trying octopus or squid. I don't know if anyone watching this has tried any of that stuff, but I would really like to try it. It has to be cooked. I never had sushi or anything like that. I don't want to. I don't think I'd like to try that. I smoked some salmon once, and what I did, I'm sure I talked about it once before. But what I did was I took some brown sugar and some salt and mixed it all up together, and I layered the mixture to that into a container, put the salmon fillet down, packed it in the salt and brown sugar, then put another one on top, another fillet, did the same thing. And so I packed the fillets tight into the um, that rub, and then I let it sit for 24 hours, and all that salt drew out the moisture from the fillets. Then I rinsed everything off, let it sit in the fridge for about an hour till it was a little tacky, and then I put it out on the smoker until the fillet was flaky. That was so good. That's the only way I really care to eat salmon is smoked. I've had it baked, and I'm not. To me, it's kind of dry. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't care for it baked, or it's got to be smoked. There's so many ways to cook fish: stuffed, baked, broiled, black, and grilled. Not to mention the casseroles that can be made. I make cheesy seafood casserole using salmon, mussels, and catfish. Like I said, I really like mussels. Those are really good. It was Al, you could just keep the sticker on your dresser and then tramp stamp tattoo. Oh, that's funny. That's a bad visual, also. So just to get off course a little bit. Mark J. Larson. How's the preparation for trapping going for you? Or putting on my loincloth. Trying to do a video. I kind of started a video before this live stream of doing a explaining a dog proof trap. So I want to try to get that done also, and possibly cut the grass today too. Yep, trapping's right around the corner. Hunting's around the corner. A lot of opportunities to try different foods with that season. Oh boy. Oh, been too hot to boil my traps, but I need to. Yeah, I gotta start. I gotta get my dog proofs out, put them in my little jig that I have, put them, get my pressure washer out and clean all those up, get everything that was in there out of there. Yeah, it's almost 80 degrees here. Not liking that. This morning it was 59 degrees. Perfect temperature. Just sent an order to F&T and got 11 buckets of dirt to wax. That's quite a bit. Last year, I have dirt left. I was going to make some, but as much as I went through last year, I have a lot left. If I need to, a friend of mine, I'm sure he's got a bunch. Actually, maybe he doesn't because he did a lot of coyote trapping last year. He did fairly well too. I think it was last year. A lot of them, 3 of them had mange, and 2 were marginal, and he had one good one. Yeah, 41 minutes into this, awesome. It's amazing. Like I said numerous times, that time flies when you're doing this thing, doing a live stream. Thing like I said, I'll probably only do about an hour. Be right back. Gonna make another drink, blackberry lemonade. That sounds really good. Sounds refreshing too. All right, Daddy Duck. Thanks for stopping in. Be careful. Yeah, there's a lot of nice summer drinks that are out there, different recipes and things like that. What I'm drinking here is just a regular regular Pepsi in a freeze mug. Oh, what's everyone got going on for the rest of the afternoon? Like I said, I might cut the grass. I'll probably wait till the sun goes down a little bit more. I'm gonna finish a video. Um, Maybe edit it a little bit. We'll see. I'm gonna make do a meal prep with some venison burger. Use pork and beans and the venison burger. Chop up an onion, barbecue sauce, garlic powder. Mix that all up. Let it simmer. Let the molasses and the beans thicken up a little bit. That'll be my meal for the week. Take a little bit every day and taste the venison and call it cowboy stew. I gotta start using that stuff up a little bit more. Time you fell on a bobcat. Oh, that couldn't have been good. Hope it was dead already. What do you use the fork coil for? Use it for coyotes or what? Or do you trap any beavers or no? Oh, I bet it was angry. Oh, number two. That's a smaller one. Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking a bigger trap with fork coil. Obviously, fork coil number four would do quite a bit of damage, I would think. Mark, do you have any MB 550s or the Duke 550s at all? That was an angry cat. Didn't want to play well with you, did it? All right, Big Matt. Big Matt, not Big Mac. Have yourself a great afternoon. Have a good week also. And thank you for stopping in. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't. There's 6 here, 6 watching and or listening. Oh, gracious. Kind of having one day off kind of sucks. Not too fun. Try to get a whole bunch of stuff done in one day. It doesn't work too good. You got to use some of that time to rest up and get things done. What else have I made? Made rabbit bites, fish in the Dutch oven, catfish. I didn't do so hot on. I don't know. I forgot how I made it, but I don't remember if I fried it. It didn't turn out at all. I have a dozen 550s and number two, and 2 dozen number twos, and half dozen 650s and 2 dozen. Gotcha. I gotta start getting that stuff together too. Otherwise, it's gonna be here. I won't be prepared. The first year I did it, I was all gung ho. I'm still gung ho about it, but being new at it, I was all jumped in with both feet, kind of a thing. Let's see. I made what I wanted to do this year was try if I would have gotten a turkey. I want to take the turkey breast, or take the whole turkey, the legs, thighs, and cook everything up all separate. I wanted to soak or put the breast in a brine for a while, then smoke it. And I never got that. I want to do up the wings like you would um, hot wings. Come up with a hot sauce and do the turkey wings like that. I want to make a, a bone call from the turkey, but I never got that. I'm gonna start speed dipping this week. It seems a lot quicker than uh, boiling the dye and things like that. All you have to do is add um, gas to that speed dip. Dip it in there, bring it back out, and let them drip dry, right? 10, 12 traps. Yeah, mine ain't very big either. A friend of mine I've talked about numerous times, his trap line, I think he sets out 400 traps. And he takes like pretty close to the whole month of November off. That's how much vacation he has for trapping. Then he'll trap during. He'll once he's done, he'll pull some of the traps, and when it comes time to everyone, can you all see me? All right. There's a an icon on my next to my counter about internet or something. But he then he'll trap during his he has a week off for Christmas. The company shuts down for a week, and he'll trap that week. And I give him credit. He's been doing that since he was a little kid. Him and his dad, his two grandpas. So it's pretty much in his blood. You walk in and out a lot, so it's a short line. I guess mine is kind of short too, but the distance that I'm going to have in between them, that's what's going to suck. I'm going to take a week off in November also just to trap. So I hope I can stay pretty busy and enjoy it also. Last year I woke up early, checked my traps, did what I need to do with the animals that I got from the day before, and I just kind of I put them up. After I was done with that, it would be early afternoon, and I just go in the house and enjoy my time off. Also, you had 11 coyote this year, right, Mark? Or last year? My goal is one. I have a spot to go, and I'm going to need to. I need to get over there and just kind of scout out a little bit. I've caught everything but a coyote in my coyote sets. Watching from Donkeyland. Small Order Charters is here. Thanks for stopping in. Um, yeah, the distance that I have in between is gonna suck, and I need to scout it out, figure out where I can put the traps without any kind of maybe. I don't know if there's bow hunters that go there, but yeah, that's the thing too. Going in the woods and disturbing the woods if there's bow hunters in, but I have every right to be there too. And I want to learn how to do my do some more skins, do some more hides. What I need to do too is I'd like to order a new fleshing knife. Been so far in the boat. That's awesome. Bucket mouths too, I'm assuming. Go in later, make that cowboy stew. And prepare for the week. I think this week's going to be another long week, and I'm hoping not, just to have some little rests after work. Wasn't as bad as the week prior, but it was bad enough. I might do another buckskin hide this year and video it this time. That'd be interesting to learn, Al. I'd like to try that out. Well, everyone, I think I'm going to wrap this live stream up. I know I said I was going to go for an hour, but I'm just thinking about getting things done around here quick. And I have a joke that I want to say. I got the joke in my video that I'm working on too. So, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? A hippo's heavy, and a zippo is a little lighter. Oh, Cecilia, I was just thinking about wrapping it up. Well, actually, I still am. I'd like to go for a full hour. I got 3.5 minutes left or so. I want to get things done around here. I want to finish a video that I'm working on, not the editing part, but filming it. Just can't seem to get the wording right. So I'm constantly stopping and redoing. There's no I left you a note. Sorry, busy. I wanted to say hi. All right. Some people say don't go scripted, but sometimes I think I need to be scripted. Either I'm slurring my words or mispronouncing or tongue tied, or I know I should keep it real, but I want to make it look good too, you know. Well, everyone's um, have a good rest of the afternoon, a good Sunday afternoon. Watch some baseball or whatever football may be on. I don't know if you're all into that. I know I'm not really into it, so I want everyone to have a good week and enjoy the little things. See you next week.